discovered the need to serve the underserved and misunderstood population of persons living with dementia, and developed a program that stimulated, engaged, and brought the best out of people, care partners included. Her hard work and passion to ensuring persons living with dementia are treated with dignity and respect has been recognized numerous times throughout the San Diego community. And I, for one, thank my lucky stars every day that I get to work alongside her. All right, Aviva, thank you for being here, and we're all looking forward to it. Take it away.
Nate, you are gonna make me cry. I am a very emotional human being. And first of all, I want to thank all of you for being here, taking 1 hour of your busy day to hear me speak of my experiences and supposedly my wisdom. But I am proud of all of you because, as I told you, you can be my kids. And I know that very soon I will be an older adult. I don't know if I will get dementia. I don't know. But I'm so happy to see that so many young people are passionate about working with this population that there is so understood, not understood, and not respected the way they should. And as you heard, I ended up working with older adults by pure accident. And as I will tell you, I don't believe in accidents. So I think that that was my meant to be, my calling, that I never thought about in the world that I was going. I finished my degree in business administration 20 years prior. I had my kids, I stayed home, and pure luck, one Yom Kippur, if you are not Jewish, is one of our holy holidays. In my temple, the rabbi came and asked me to help him with his senior center because the coordinator was sick, had cancer, and needed somebody to help. How can you say no to your rabbi in the holiest of holy? So I said, okay. And that was the beginning of my journey that I love and I am passionate about. And I discovered that unfortunately, there are so many older adults diagnosed with dementia. And when my programs were not suited for people with dementia, I realized that I cannot bring a lecturer because my older adults don't understand, don't get it, and they are sleeping. And I said, no, I want to bring the best out of every single human being that comes to me, no matter what. And you know what? My philosophy, and if something, and I learned this, the first year I was working for YPSS, my boss took me to a conference in Sacramento. And we traveled to Sacramento for the day, and YPSS spent money. And in our way back home in the plane, to tell you the truth, it was the most boring conference ever. And I sat down and my boss asked me, so Aviva, what did you learn today? And of course, you will know that I will always open my mouth and I will always say what I think. So I said, to tell you the truth, it was so boring. He said, da, 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 da. Did you learn one thing the whole day? I said, well, yes. Tell me what it is. I don't remember what it was, but he told me, Aviva, if you learn one thing, whenever you go or you to a class, to a conference, or during your day, if you go to sleep and before you close your eyes, you said, did you learn today one thing new? It's a great day. So I hope that today you will learn something new that you are not doing and bring it to your practice. Because I know for sure that all of you are passionate about what you do. And it is a pleasure and an honor that you asked me to come and speak to you and to mentor you. And I want to offer it to you. Whenever you need anything, you have my email, I will give it to you. Contact me because I am so happy that this younger generation is going to be there for me. And that a lot of you are amazing, and that's what we need. We need to educate the world about how to care with compassion, respect to people who suffer from dementia. And as you know, every year, younger and younger people are coming to my program. I'm turning 60 this year, very proud. But when I get a client younger than me or my age, it scares me because then it puts me in that position. What if I am there? And my friends, we live in an amazing world with the internet. And you have so many resources. For this presentation, I wanted to get videos and things. And there is so much there for you to learn if you want. But if one thing I want you to learn today, that in my career, and what I want to tell everybody, even kids that come to volunteer to the center, I want them to be empathetic. And that's what I said. Do you know what's empathy? Putting myself in the other person's shoes. Yeah. So before you judge, before you anything of with anybody in your life, try to step back, observe, listen, put yourself in their shoes, and then ask yourself, would I like to be treated like whatever? Act that way. And today's conference topic was tips and tricks for a successful interaction. What is a successful communication with somebody with dementia? And I don't have to define for you because you all know what is dementia, what's communication, and what is successful. Bottom line, successful is what I feel every day when I finish, unfortunately, in today's world. My program at YPSS was in person a year and 4 months ago. I had a 4-day program where all the adults with dementia used to come from 10 to 2 to my program, where we played games, we exercised, we ate, we danced. It was an amazing, amazing day. Unfortunately, March 16, like all of you, we had to close it, come home, and now what? And now what? How am I going to keep in touch with my clients with dementia at home? I don't want to stop doing it because they need to see me. They need to see, they need to be involved. And of course, Kelly, Zoom. And my generation is not like your generation. I am terrified about the computer and the Zooms. Every time I push a button, it's like, oh my God. But I had to learn. And I had to learn to prepare a Zoom because it was the only way. Lesson 1, my friends, and we all learn it, unfortunately, in the very hard way. Flexibility, adaptation. You use whatever resources you have, you face them with emotion, and you learn how to deal with it the best way possible. It's not ideal, no, but it's possible. So we created the Zooms. So for all the Zooms that I have, I use my same tools. I empathize, and my love, your tools, you have them with yourself. are your senses. Your senses for a successful communication. Your tools are your eyes, see, observe, your ears, listen, listen, your smell, smell, smell. Don't be afraid of putting your whole body in front of your clients. Dig in, empathize. But to do that, you have to learn about your client. And one of the most important things that I think all of you don't have, but the majority of humans have, they are afraid. They are afraid when they hear this is an old person with dementia. Oh my God. And it's reality. And I have to tell you, I have volunteers. Even my sister, when she comes and visits me to my program, she cries and she's terrified. I said, why are you terrified? There are people. They are afraid of doing the wrong thing, saying the wrong thing. Don't be. Don't be. Put your whole self in the situation with all your tools, with your heart, compassion, acceptance, respect, dignity, humor, love. And your other sense that unfortunately in today's world, we are very careful about this, is your hands, touch. But touch is very important. And you know what? I'm sorry, I don't care. I hug. I kiss. And sometimes, my friends, as a woman, I have men that sometimes they will touch me the wrong way. But I don't jump because I understand. And we have to understand, very important, that people with dementia are sick. They are not behaving purposely. They are sick. And we have to understand that and know how to react in a positive way, that we don't put them in a situation that gets worse. Because believe me, as you all know, people with dementia and Alzheimer's, at the beginning, because this disease is very long, they do know that they are sick. They do know they are getting sick. They do know that something is wrong with them. And as I say, and as I see, imagine how scary it is to know that you don't know who you are, or that you are forgetting, or why am I here? Or, oh my God. So it's terrible. So you have to be aware. And I treat every single person in a specific way because I like to learn about my clients. And this is also very important. When you encounter somebody, ask their family members, because sometimes they will not be able to tell you their whole story, but it's very important to know who they are, what the triggers are, how to react to some of their behaviors. And I can tell you stories that I have encountered that every day is a new day and a new lesson. And as I said, use your eyes, your ears, observe. Because any minute that communication can turn into a non-successful communication. And I am going to give you an example. I had a very young lady with Alzheimer's loved to exercise and always sat in the front of the line of my class. And I teach the exercise class. That day, she had to go to the restroom, came back to the room, and there was not a seat available in the first row, it was in the second row, and she sat. I sat in the front, and I immediately, because my friends, I see everything. If you are parents, some of you are parents, have children. My son always said, "Ma, how did you know that?" I said, because I see my back. I see everything. And you know what I do? My senior said, "How did you see that?" I see everything. And it's up to you to see or not to see. The moment this lady sat down, I saw her face was not the regular face of happiness and excitement. She was miserable. So I said, there's something wrong here. And immediately as we started, every time it was worse and worse. And I thought, she's a bomb that is going to explode. And remember, when you are with more than one person, you have a group, you don't want the behavior to explode, and then everybody is going to have a bad day and forget about me. So immediately, which is amazing, if you have coworkers, if you have people working with, the communication between you all have also to be in tune and perfect. And I am so thankful to have staff that we have been working so long that with our eyes, we connect and we talk. Immediately I connected to my coworker, telling her, sit here, teach the class. I grabbed my client, took her to my office and asked her, what's wrong? Because there was something wrong. In her world, she started to scream at me and telling me, you are so bad, you disrespected me, you. And I was, oh my God, me? Come on, I will never be disrespectful, right? And I was, imagine, I was answering her. I was, oh no, I didn't do that. And she kept on telling me with so angry, until my friends, I realized, Aviva, apologize. Apologize. It doesn't matter if you did it or not. The most important thing that matters is what she feels, her own reality. And I am here, and my friends, you are here in the jobs you have to make them happy. Why not? To make them the best they can be, to bring the best out of them. And they need that chance. They need to be with somebody that helps them be that. That moment, I said, I'm so sorry that I was so mean to you. I didn't mean it. Please, I didn't want to offend you or treat you bad. Can you please apologize? Forgive me? Immediately she said, yes. She hugged me and said, let's go. Done. So apologize. Don't put yourself ahead of anybody. Put them first. Learn their life, the reality. What do they like? Why they don't like? Because when you have a behavior like that you never know what triggers it. I had another senior, she was amazing. The moment she saw one particular individual, she got so aggressive that there was no way that we could calm her. She was about to leave. I'm ready to go. and And when she started, there is no way to even understand what she's talking because she doesn't even understand, right? So what do? You have to calm down, redirect them, remove them from the situation. I even asked the family, has she had any incidents with men that I'm aware of? Because this behavior is triggered. So what we used to do, wrap her, remove her. She loved puzzles. I bought puzzles that are made for people with dementia, big puzzles, easy puzzles. Sitting her playing the puzzle, putting together, disconnected and forgot about the tantrum. Know your clients. Now, my friends, unfortunately, this year and a half, dealing not just with my clients, what we have encountered is that dealing with their care partners has been tough because they don't have the respite they used to have. They are dealing with their loved ones 24/7 at home. And unfortunately, at the beginning of the disease, the partners don't accept and don't want to accept the new reality. And it's very difficult for them to understand that their loved one is sick, And the communication with them, it's tough because it starts the aggression, thinking, he's doing that purposely. No. We cannot forget, my friends, they are sick. They are sick. And we, thank God, are here. Like I said, a person is dead when they are not breathing, when they are dead. In my book, even at the end, and listen, this is horrible, horrible. Even at the end, they are still breathing, they are still people, and they are still in there. And it's up to us and our passion to bring that little identity of that they have out. And it is possible. With your heart, with your soul, with your compassion, with your senses. And I don't have to give you a whole lecture about what is dementia, and you have all these tools with Alzheimer's San Diego. They have amazing trainings, and probably you all do have them about how the communication changes while the disease progresses. Never say, do you remember? I don't remember. I have a poem that somebody gave it to me, an unknown author, and it says, do not ask me to remember. Don't try to make me understand. Let me rest and know you are with me. Kiss my cheek and hold my hand. I'm confused beyond your concept. I am sad and sick and lost. All I know is that I need you to be with me at all costs. Do not lose your patience with me. Do not scold or curse or cry. I can't help the way I'm acting, can't be different, though I try. Just remember that I need you, that the best of me is gone. Please don't fail to stand beside me. Love me till my life is done. And it is beautiful, beautiful. See everybody that you see, the beauty, like I said, and this is to laugh because it's amazing and it's important to laugh, my friends. Humor is important, right? Because in this disease, if we don't laugh, we will need so many anxiety and depression medications that we will not be able to survive. Humor. Look at things in a humoristic, in a funny way. The beauty is you are dealing with people that tomorrow, or not forget tomorrow, that in an hour they will forget what happened. They will forget. You will not. They will. So every day is a new day. Conquer them. Conquer their hearts. Conquer their souls. They love. Listen, when they come to my door, they go through my door, and Nate and Rachel and Allison, they know. The moment my clients open the door of the program, see their faces, their smiles, they are so happy. They don't know what they did yesterday. They don't remember what they ate. Probably they don't remember why they are here, but they remember in their hearts, in their souls, this place has good energy. In this place, I am safe, I am happy, and I am loved. And that, my friends, like the music, doesn't disappear from our brains. We know who loves us. We know who accepts us. We know who respects us. And that is what you should be doing with your clients. And not just, my friends, with your clients, but very important, with their caregivers, with their care partners, with their family members. And I will tell you, I worked a lot of years in a high school with high school kids. I love working with students. My students were amazing. You know what was my worst nightmare? Dealing with the parents. When the parents came, they had their own agenda. The same thing is with our clients. Their family members are also going through a very difficult time. In the same way we try to communicate and to treat with respect our clients, we have to also treat the family members with the same respect and the same senses of an empathy, because they are also going through a very tough time. I had a lot of videos and things for you. I just want to show you one because I want to see if you have any questions. But as I told you, never in my life I get something out of the blue because of no reason. But yesterday, you know how your friends send you videos in YouTube? And they sent me this video that I think it is the most amazing video for what we are going to witness. And I'm going to give you a little bit of the story about this video. I don't know if you know who Zubin Mehta is, but Zubin Mehta is a very famous conductor of a philharmonic orchestra. He's Indian, and he's in his 80s, famous. He was in the Israeli Philharmonic Orchestra in Los Angeles. And then one of his best friends, his name is Seiji Osawa. I don't know if you know him, but Seiji Osawa, Japanese Philharmonic conductor. He was 30 years the conductor of the Boston Orchestra. And Seiji, guess what? Has Alzheimer's. Amazing human being, talented, and the beautiful Zubin Mehta wanted to honor him. And I am going to show you this video, and I want you to see the relationship of not just Zubin Mehta, but all the musicians towards Zeihi. So if my YouTube has an advertisement before, Kelly, I know that always happens. I am going to skip it, but I am going to show you this amazing video. Wait, because I need to move you from here to here. Good job. I don't have words. When I saw it, first of all, the idea, the tribute that Zubin Mehta, come on, wanted to give his friend and wanted to make his friend, I don't know if he understood, I don't know if he knew what was happening, but that moment, did you see his face? He was happy. Deep down inside, he knew that this is my home. This is my life. And for everybody that gave him such respect, the musicians, the audience, Zubin Mehta, everybody. And you know what, guys? We are all together in this journey. As we see this year and a half, I am mad. I am mad of how we treat our older adults, how our older adults are treated in facilities. This is not what I want for them. We have so much work to do. And the beauty is to see you, young generation, that you want to be involved in this kind of work. It gives me hope. It gives me so much joy. I have been working for Jewish Family Service 15 years. And I have been working with so many different people. I am going to be honest with you. The last year and a half, I realized that for the first time, I feel that I'm working with such an amazing group of human beings that we all understand and we are all in the same boat. And in my team, I have Rachel in her 30s, another one in her 40s, another one in the 50s, and me in my 60s. And to see 4 women of different generations work together in such a way, a passionate way, that we bring the best out of us, but our focus is to bring the best out of our clients, no matter where they are. And if you learn something new, one thing, my friends, probably you knew this. Try always to bring the best out of your clients. And the communication to be successful, believe me, you know when it's successful and when it's not. You know. As many years ago, when I took my son to a self-defense class when he was 3 years old, the teacher gave us a class. And one thing that I learned is, he said to me, Aviva, the most important thing to defend yourself is to trust your gut. And when you know your gut, and when you trust your feelings and your gut, you will know that your communication with your client, with a family member is successful. Because when it's successful, you know it, you feel good. Your message was across. It doesn't matter how. There are no rules. There are techniques. You can see Tipa's no courses and classes. Yes. Don't be afraid of being a human being. Don't be afraid of loving. Don't be afraid of extending a hand. Don't be afraid of hugging if it's needed. Don't be afraid of being there, of showing and expressing your compassion, your acceptance, and your love. Because you can have degrees, masters, PhDs, my dear friends. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. And I'm pretty sure all the people that I know that are here that I know, they have it. And when I interview somebody that it's not wanting, it's cold, and they don't want to put themselves, I know this is not gonna work. This work is a work of really like everybody said to me, but you are so unique, you are my hero. No, I'm not. We are special people, and we do want to make this world a better place. And thank God that the world has us. Put all yourself in, and don't be afraid. So I questions, you see, I had all my speech and I never followed anything.
Well, thank you so much, Aviva. That was awesome and so inspirational. And I feel like the passion is so much more of a teaching lesson than anything else. So that was awesome. Oh, someone said Aviva is not a superhero, she's an angel. Oh, that's amazing. I agree. Well, we have a few minutes to open it up to questions, or if anyone just has comments or wants to discuss issues you've encountered, I'm sure that Aviva would be more than happy to talk with you about that. So if anyone wants to unmute themselves, feel free to. If not, I do have a question. I guess the way you kind of talked about the last year and a half of this pandemic, and people having to be from home, and I don't want to get you in trouble with JFS or anything, but how would you have preferred to handle working with your dementia clients, or your clients that have dementia, in a way that keeps them safe, but also gives them what they need?
Unfortunately, my dear, I think that this was the only option that we had. There was another option. And I know that St. Paul, which I love, you kept on having your program, and I respect you and I love it. And I send you the clients that wanted to go and have something there. So I send them to you. Unfortunately, we did not and we could not have it. I'm also thinking about me. So for the first time ever, I put myself selfishly also ahead. As I don't know if you know, but we were talking, I became a grandmother at the beginning of this pandemic. And my daughter was my #1 priority. And, you know, she had a baby and I told her, you come to my house for 7 weeks because I want you here to be safe and I want to take care of you and the baby. For that, I had to quarantine before and after, so I couldn't go out. So I couldn't be available personally for anybody. So the best thing was to create Zoom programs. Now, remember, unfortunately, not everybody has a computer. Not everybody knows how to turn the computer and do Zoom. For me, it's difficult, for them more. And not everybody with dementia understands and likes and has the patience to sit in front of a computer and see the screen, so many squares, and they don't understand it. So it's tough. So it was what it was. So the people that could go in, and I have probably 20 people that come in and out of my exercise classes, and I prepare Zooms every time. Now, senses, my dears, I don't have a Zoom that I talk. I use a lot of music and videos and visual aids, and they love it. So my Zooms, if you, any of you, I can send you all the links, want to join me in any of my Zooms, come in. I learned to put together programs in Zoom. Today I had a Father's Day celebration and it was amazing. When I asked them, talk about your father, you know, the answers that they gave me, one of them told me the reality. My father was a very mean person and I didn't like about it. And that's why I didn't love him. Oh my God. First of all, what an amazing moment. And lesson, another thing, if you get, count your all moments because there are plenty. Open your eyes and see when you connect and they have that minute, that second that they give you their soul and you say, oh my God. It's like when they cannot even put together a sentence and you have music and they start dancing and singing the whole song. And it's like, oh. So we do what we have to do, and the flexibility and finding what works, what doesn't work, and do the best out of it, Kelly.
Yeah, it's so nice that we have even the option to use Zoom, whereas 15 years ago, we might not have had that same type of option, or a lot of the seniors that we would have worked with then would not have had any sort of connection to technology at all. So definitely, it is a blessing for what we've been able to do. It looks like Allison has her hand up. I do want to say, since it's 12, if anyone needs to go, feel free to, but Aviva, is it okay if we stay on for a little bit if some more people have questions? Okay, awesome. So Allison, go ahead.
Hi, great to see you. Thanks for presenting today. It was awesome. I was just curious, is there going to be any reopening of the Balboa Avenue Center now that things are starting to, yeah?
Better, my dear. We are all ready.
Good. Okay. I'm glad to hear that.
We are aiming for September. So we are aiming, we are cleaning, we are changing the whole protocol, but we are. Everyone is desperate on going back. And we are desperate on going back.
Awesome to hear. Great to see you. I have to run off, but thanks again.
And Kelly, let me finish with something. One of my usual Zoom ladies lived with her daughter. And last week, they moved her to a facility because it was too difficult for her daughter. And the email she sent me about my Zooms, she said, thank you, Aviva. This year and a half, you were the only contact with the outside world that my mom had. And she was there every day. In that hour of the day in the computer, it was what made her live. And we don't know. And when we are in a Zoom too, observe, look at the reactions. I love to see my people, the reactions when they are motivated or when they are happy or when you touch a sore thought in their hearts. But don't ignore. Ask.
Definitely. It looks like we have another question from Daniela. She's with For Love and Art. I am very interested in learning how to create meaningful engagement with people with dementia via Zoom. If they don't interact, how can you tell that they are having a good time?
Oh, my dear Daniela, where are you? Daniela.
I'm right here, yes.
Okay, I'm gonna invite you to come next week to my Zooms.
I love that.
And I am going to tell you to observe. And you are going to tell me if you know they are having fun or not. And then we'll talk.
Thank you.
Okay?
I would love to see Daniela and Aviva. I feel like you would have a great partnership working together.
I think that would be wonderful because I have done these in person and I struggled and I did not find a way to bring them to Zoom, which is we show museum paintings and this is we infuse the space with art, and through that way people, they just get triggered and they start sharing and it's just amazing.
Daniela, everything is trial and error and flexibility, because one day I plan to do, like today, to my talk with you. I had a whole agenda with so many videos and so many things to share with you, and I did nothing but one. So it is, my philosophy, it is to be flexible and go with the flow and connect. When you are present, what works, works.
All right. So I don't know if Daniela, you want to share your email in the chat so that Aviva can.
Yes, I would love that. I was going to ask how to find the link to Viva's sessions. I will share it right here.
Great. I think we have another hand raised. Jessie?
Yes, I personally get to see Aviva in action a lot of times when it was on campus, you know, just stopping by to see her clients. And it is so moving that she has put in so much hard work and effort to get these people where they're at. And just moving forward and getting these people comfortable on Zoom. I do, like I said, invite all of you to just kind of stop by and just see the amazing work that she does, because it's seriously one of the best programs I will say that JFS has to offer is Aviva. So.
Well, thank you for sharing that. I feel like we're all going to have to do a YPSS crash of her course.
Yeah, it
Listen, whenever you want, any of you, really, there is my email, call me. Whenever we open, I would love for you to come and see. I would love to, you know what I love about your group, Kelly? Because I did my homework. I saw the video that you had of your group.
Mm-hmm.
Something that I love and I love about you is that there are people that don't like to share because they are afraid that you are going to steal my ideas and you are going to be better than me. I want you to be better than me. I want you to steal my brain and everything, be better than me.
I want to steal your brain too.
Yes, and that's the beauty about your group, Kelly, that people are here together to bring the best out of yourself and to teach all of you together to be better people working with older adults.
And that's what we want. We always say like collaboration over competition because there's so much out there we can all do to work together and help each other, and we don't need to hoard it all for ourselves. So.
It's true.
To be siloed. Yeah, I feel like, you know, Aviva, thanks for your presentation, and I think it's super meaningful just to, I think, remember like tips with this is just to be present in the moment with folks who are going through such a difficult, hard time. And, you know, I think that you've showed us how important it is to do your best to kind of connect with them and get to know who people are for who they are and not for who they are right then. And I think that, you know, that's something that like in this field, it gets a little hard to like pull back, you know, because we kind of get so blindfolded or tunnel visioned with stuff. And I think if, you know, you do a great job at, you know, reminding everyone just to pull back a little bit more and know folks for who they are as a person, but not for who they are right now. And I think, you know, if we move with sympathy and empathy and compassion and just understanding and an open mind for folks who are struggling with this, I think, you know, as a society, we could better break down that stigma with these issues that, you know, it's not their issue, it's ours in a sense, you know, because they're the ones struggling and going through things like that. And I just think we have to kind of change that perspective and that mind with that. And, you know, I think you did a fantastic job at, you know, living in the moment and showing that to the group that it doesn't need to be structured or anything like that. Things are what they are right now and not, you know.
Just to go to answer you a little bit about what you say right now, is that I know the person right now for what he is right now. I don't know him from before. That is the problem of their loved ones, of their children or their spouses, that they know them who they were when they were healthy and they expect them to be here and they are here. I'm blessed to know them now. I don't have any idea of who they were before, and I don't want to unless I need a conversation and I need to know. But for the behavior and for who they are, for me, I love who they are right now, and I am accepting them how they are right now. And I'm bringing the best out of them right now, not the doctor or the professor or the dancer or the artist that they were before, because right now they are not. They are not. That is the beauty about us. That's why we don't demand out of anybody to be something that they are not now anymore. And that is the switching mentality that for a family member, it's very difficult to make. But for us, no.
Yeah. Thank you.